Hey, my lovelies. Serene Dream here with your Fill Me In General Energy reading. And if you're new to my channel, how this reading works is it can apply whenever you find it. It is a timeless reading. It can resonate with you for the day, for the week, the month, or even the year that you find it. But it is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with everyone. So only take what resonates, leave what does not. Reverse the messages if that's how it fits your situation. And if you would like to check out your monthly zodiac readings or your general forecast for the rest of the year or your love forecast for the rest of the year, you can go ahead and click on the Vimeo links below to view those. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, link to that information can be found below as well. And follow me on Instagram at Serene Dream Things for daily guidance. And let's go ahead and get into your messages. Okay, I'm getting... Give me a moment because I was getting a message, but I feel like I'm either getting more to go along with the message or the message is changing. I feel like you are going through, and I'm getting something about fall season. So I feel like fall season is going to be very significant for you. It's almost like your whole life is going to be, it's like I just get, there's going to be a huge shift in your life, and it's going to feel like your life has been turned inside out, but not in a bad way. I'm hearing frenzy. So I feel like it's going to be either like a lot going on or it's like a lot of high energy around this change that's going to make you feel like you're in a frenzy. But I don't get that it's bad. It's just maybe a little bit overwhelming. And then I initially was hearing fall, winter, spring. So I feel like whenever you're watching this coming fall, on through the winter, on through the spring, are going to be very significant seasons. I feel like those three seasons, like respectively, it's like one after the other. It's almost like fall season brings something, and then winter season brings something else, and then spring season brings something else. So it's like those three seasons together combined bring like really huge shifts in your life where I'm hearing you'll never be the same. And I feel like all the while leading up to this, you're just in this resting period preparing for this. You might even be feeling at this time before before these seasons come up, that nothing is happening, that everything is the same. It's almost, I'm hearing somebody say like this year is like last year. Like this is, like you're thinking that this year is going to be a repeat of last year or the years before. And so you're chilling. I don't feel like you're really complaining about it though. You're just kind of chilling. You're not expecting much of a thing because at this time nothing is happening. But then it's like as soon as the fall season kicks in, it's just like the energy is in high gear. It's kicked into high gear. And you don't really know what to, I'm hearing you don't really know what to say. Cause so I feel like whatever is going to be happening for you in fall season, it comes as a shock to you. And yeah, this comes as a shock to you. And then I feel like you keep like that blessing or whatever this shock or surprise is. I feel like in the following seasons, the winter and the spring that comes after that, it's just more being, it's like more being added to whatever you were given in the fall. I'm hearing stop the presses. So it's something very shocking that's going to happen to you, for you, starting in the fall. And then I feel like it just kind of has an increasing energy over the next two seasons to follow that. And so you think it stops at that, but it's like it's more. It's like, wait, there's more. It's like I'm getting that type of energy. Once whatever this is happens and unfolds in the fall, It's like winter comes around, it's like, wait, there's more. And then the spring comes around, it's like, wait, there's more. And so this rolls in to a brand new year where you're still receiving shocking news, surprises, and I do feel like you're going to have a certain amount of attention that you've never had before because of whatever it is that's going to be happening for you. It's like all of a sudden you become like the talk of the town or like the man or woman of the hour. I get this energy like you all of it's almost like I'm seeing someone who's like in the back of the crowd. They're just like one in the seat of millions, right? And they're like standing in this crowd, and then all of a sudden someone says something or something happens, and like this person is way in the back of this crowd of like a million, or I wouldn't even say a million, maybe like 1,000, right? And so, this person is like in the back. Then something is announced, something is said, something occurs, and then all the people who are in front of them just suddenly turn around and all eyes are on this person. I feel like that's how whatever it is going to happen for you, it's going to feel like that. It's going to feel like 1 minute you're just a normal person going about your day just like any other day, like any other person that's around, nothing special, and you just one you're it's like you're just one in the crowd. And then it's like something switches, and then all of a sudden, all eyes are on you. You're the person that everybody wants to get next to, everybody wants to speak to, everybody wants to find out about. I do feel like people are going to be very curious about you because they're going to wonder. I'm hearing somebody say, like, why you? So many people might be thinking that, like, they might be thinking whatever is about to happen to you, they may be very curious, wondering, like, why were you selected for this task? Or, like, why are you the person that was put in this position? I'm not getting hater just yet. It's like they're just genuinely curious. They're just wanting to know, like, what is special? What is so special about this person that they were chosen for this? And so all this like overwhelming attention out of the blue, and just almost like a millisecond it switches, it's going to put you in a place where you're just kind of like, I'm hearing a little frigid. You might even decide to close yourself off and not be very communicative with people. You might become, a shut-in, like a person who doesn't really want to go out. Because I'm getting this may not be literal. I mean, for somebody it may be, but I'm getting like, in those movies, those TV shows where they have like paparazzi on people's lawns and people are afraid to leave their house because they leave out their door. They're going to be hounded by their paparazzi, asked a bunch of questions, and pictures taken. And so the person just like, they don't have to go out their house. They're not going to. That's the energy I'm getting from this. So whatever is going to be happening for you with all this attention, this new attention that's coming your way, it's almost like if you don't have to be outside, you don't want to be outside. Like if you don't have to be seen, you don't want to be seen. Like you are not going to go out of your way. I don't feel like you're going to be the kind of person who's standing there like, yep, it's me. Take all the pictures you want. Ask me all the questions. And it's not that you're insecure. You're just like, you're overwhelmed. It may take a little while. Like you might come around to being a little bit okay with the attention. But I feel like in the beginning, because of the way it comes in, just all of a sudden it's like you just freeze up and you don't really know how to respond, so you don't say anything. You just kind of close yourself off from the attention. I feel like for a number of you, what you're going to be most concerned about with this new attention is people digging in your past. And it's not to say that you have like a really dark past or something that is criminal. I mean, some of you might be, but I just get that you don't really like people in your business, and maybe some things in your past that you would rather leave in your past. And with all this attention, or you are concerned there's going to be somebody or some people in this crowd who are going to be digging deep trying to find things that you would rather keep buried. I'm hearing like it could even be like embarrassing pictures. Um that you have. I'm hearing fat kids, so maybe like when you were younger, you were a little overweight and you don't like those pictures. It's like you'd rather erase those pictures from your memory, and you definitely don't want other people to find them, but like you're concerned that with this new attention, people might go digging and find those pictures of you when you were a fat kid or something like that. It's just I'm getting, and it could be anything literally, but I feel like that's really your concern. So you're just like, you want to be out of sight, out of mind. But I feel like at this time, with everything that's happening, it's impossible for you to be. Because even though you might not be putting yourself out there and relishing in the attention, I feel like the attention is going to remain anyway. Because whatever is happening to you, happening for you, it's like whether you make your presence known or not, the energy around this, it continues to grow. So if there's some kind of news or something around something that you're receiving or something that's happening to you, it's like that news keeps traveling. That news keeps remaining relevant. People, um, it's almost like other things or other people are keeping your name alive. Like they're keeping your name in the news, in the rumor mill or whatever. And it's like you're trying to kind of fade out of sight so you could eventually in hopes and hopefully leave these people's minds, but it just feels like that's not happening because I said like it's somehow your name keeps being put on people's minds, like your name keeps wounding up in people's mouths, and you're just, it's like you're trying to put a stop to it, but it's like you can't, because it's almost like this is bigger than you. And yeah, I just feel like people aren't going to stop. They aren't going to stop talking about you, wondering about you, uh, having a bunch of questions, being very curious about you. I'm hearing they want to know what you look like. So for somebody, it could be like your name gets out there, but like your image is not out there yet. Like there could be a lot of talk about you, but you may be one of those what people would consider to be a phantom person, like, oh, I don't even know what they look like. I'm hearing all this stuff about how they're this and they that, and then they got all this going on, but like, what do they even look like? So that could really pique people's curiosity because they're hearing your name, they don't have a face. So people could go deep diving into like trying to find a face to match the name. So yeah, it's something, it could play out in so many ways, but it's like, yeah, these people are just like, I want to know what this person looks like. And that's not going to be for everybody, but I do feel like for somebody, something is happening to you, and your name, like your name gets out there, information about you gets out there, but your image itself is like still concealed. And I feel like it's because you're kind of already a private person, so it's not that easy to find your image like that. It's like I get that for whoever I'm speaking to who resonates with that story. I feel like it's not easy to find information about you, and I feel like you've made it that way on purpose. And I feel like it's only going to make some people more curious to find out what you look like, because they're like, I'm searching, I'm finding nothing about this person. And yeah, I get that that's what it is for that storyline, and but I feel like it's only going to like make them work harder to figure out who you are, what you look like. They're not going to stop. They're not going to be like, oh, I don't find anything. Oh, well, throw your hands up. It's going to be like, oh, dang, I didn't find anything with that. Let me keep looking. It's like they're going to make it a mission to find out who you are or find out more about you, find out what you look like, however it plays out for you. And I feel like this is happening. People are digging, trying to find out more about you, trying to find out like who you are, what you look like. And I feel like it's almost like you're preparing yourself to be on the defense against these people. Like if they should, discover what it is they're looking for, you're just like, it's like you're preparing yourself like, okay, if they come at me, I'm gonna I'm going to know what to say. I'm going to defend myself. I'm not going to just sit back and take it. It's just, I don't know. It's like you're preparing yourself in a sense for battle, but I get that it won't be that serious. It's like you're preparing for some serious defense on your part should they find out more about you or find out who you are. But I get that when they do, they're going to actually, like, they might overwhelm you with attention. If they find out more about you, they might be like sharing information, sharing pictures of you. I don't know why I'm getting that. I'm seeing people like sharing, like posting pictures of you, posting tidbits of information about you. But I feel like when you see this, you're going to be surprised at the positive reaction to it. Like, you're preparing to go into almost battle about this, like should they find whatever it is they're looking for. But it's like they're just curious. Like I said, I wasn't getting hater energy. I was actually getting like these people are just genuinely curious and wanting to know why you, like, what's so special about you. Why were you chosen for this? Why are you the one for this? Like, are people interested in you? Why is your name brought up in this space? And so some of these people are going to be fanatics and trying to find out who you are or find out more about you. And for those who are successful in doing that, I do feel like they might be sharing the information they find with others, and somehow you might be seeing this. But I feel like you're going to be expecting for them to maybe be mean, or I'm hearing petty. Like, you're just going to expect some kind of negative reaction, right? But it's like you're going to be surprised to see that they actually are supportive of you. It's a positive reaction. They are embracing you. It's like they really just wanted to know more about you. It wasn't for any malicious reasons. They weren't trying to like find out more to drag you, or like, even if they find like your embarrassing pictures, I just get that they're going to be cool about it. Like, they just wanted to know who you are. I'm hearing I come in peace. So it's like when you do see this, you're going to realize that, they weren't trying to do anything bad with the information. Like, they weren't trying to be, like I said, malicious. And because you see such a positive reaction, you're expecting that when you do step out or when you do reveal yourself in any kind of way, that you're going to be coming in peace. Like, you were expecting that when you do step out, you're going to have to be defensive, but it's like you're going to be surprised to find that you can actually step out in peace and not have to like defend yourself or whatever it is they find. Yeah, you can be nice about it. You could be nice to them because they're going to be nice about it. I feel like they're going to be really excited about you for some reason. Whoever these people are who are looking into you, it's almost like they're going to become a fan. And I feel like if they were to ever like meet you or be in your presence, they're going to be super excited to meet you, to interact with you. I'm hearing somebody say it's an honor. Like, they're going to feel honored to be in your presence. They're going to feel like there's some people I'm hearing like somebody might feel like you're very beautiful. Some of them might feel like you're very attractive. But more than that, it's like they're just so excited I don't know, it's something about you that these people are going to love and be very attracted to. And then all of a sudden, they're going to be like, they're going to get it. They're going to get why, like, that question they had in the beginning of like, what's so special about them and why were they chosen for this? It's like, that's going to be answered for them. Because they themselves are going to find themselves drawn to you, liking you, becoming fans or supporters of you. And you may not even be doing, like, some of you, it could be like you're moving into a career that puts you in the spotlight all of a sudden, right? And for others, I'm getting that you're just kind of like thrown into the spotlight when you didn't sign up for that. I don't know in what capacity that could happen, but I get like something could be happening to you that you're not expecting. And it's not something that you were working toward, not anything that you were hoping for. It's like the last thing you expected to happen for you or to you happens. And all of a sudden it's like you're known in some kind of way. But like I said, through this, whether it's you intentionally, like you have been intentionally working toward the spotlight and you finally get it, or you're just thrown into the spotlight by happenstance somehow, I just get that you're gonna have people who actually love you, like actually admire you greatly. And yeah, they're gonna be very nice to you, very supportive, and fully embrace whatever it is you have going on. It's like they fully support you, embrace you, and they're like 100% behind you. Like they get it now. Their questions have been answered. They know why it had to be you. And it may even be something about you that they themselves can't truly put a finger on. And because you have this quality, it makes them understand whoever it is or whatever group, whatever it is you're involved with, it's like they understand why those people felt the way they did about you, or why these people chose you for this particular position, or, whatever. It's like they get it. They didn't get it at first because they didn't know enough about you or they didn't see you. But it's like now having experienced you for themselves, they're just like, I get it. It's like you almost have this je ne sais quoi. Like you don't have it's I just get you have this quality that people can't put their finger on, but they love you for it. They're just drawn to you in this way that they don't understand. And it's not about the way you look, it's not about the way you talk or walk or what you have, none of that. Like all of that stuff is great, and I feel like they might even point out like, oh, that, like I mentioned earlier, like, oh, they're very beautiful, or oh, they're very smart, or oh, they have this and that going on. But it's not those things that's drawing these people to you. It's that energy you have that they can't quite label, they can't categorize. And this is why you were put in this position in the first place, because you have that je ne sais quoi. And these people are now understanding and experiencing that je ne sais quoi. And you, like I said, you're not even going to realize like how much you're about to be embraced. But your life is about to change over those 3 seasons. And I feel like it's just going to be almost like a snowball effect. It's just going to get bigger and greater over the next 2 months. Once whatever happens for you kicks off in the fall, it's just like it grows into like a greater uh, situation over the next 2 months, and it just changes your life. Like I say, your whole life is about to be turned inside out, but like in a great way. It's just gonna be a little overwhelming at first because this is not something you're expecting to happen, especially when it's gonna happen, and you're just like, you don't know what to do. But it may take some time for you to get used to it, but I do feel like you're going to get used to it, and mainly because you're going to see such a positive outpour of support for you. Okay, so that's about all I have for you all for this filmy and general energy reading. I hope this reading was helpful to you. Again, if you have not checked out your monthly zodiac readings or your general forecast for the rest of the year, or your love forecast for the rest of the year, you can click on the Vimeo links below to view those. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, link to that information can be found below as well. Follow me on Instagram at Serene Dream Things for daily guidance. And I'll be back on my readings, lovelies. Bye.